Now, I know a lot of people don't realize this, but 50% of the people who do suffer from alcohol use disorder, the origins of that suffering really are because of hereditary issues. 50%. Now, there's a plethora of other reasons why people begin to drink, but 50% having to do with two specific genes that you're born with. And they are ADH1B and ALDH2. And I know that probably doesn't mean a lot to you, but that just means you are predisposed to becoming an alcoholic. The thing is, the vast majority of those people will not become alcoholic on their own. They also grow up in a family culture where drinking is accepted, it's promoted, and it's supported by the activities of the parents or the close people around that person when they're a child. You know, the mother could be drinking wine, the father could come home and drink 6, 10 beers a night, and the child sees that. And unfortunately, you know, kids, even when they grow up into their teenage years, they don't do what our parents, kids don't do what their parents say. They do what their parents do. And if they grow up in an environment, where it's supported, where alcoholism is accepted, or drinking is accepted and not really a big issue, well, there's a high probability, especially if you have been born predisposed with these two particular genes. So let's delve a little bit further into this. So the whole point here is that you may be born with a genetic predisposition to becoming an alcoholic or suffer from alcohol use disorder, but none of that really matters unless you grow up in a family culture or in an environment where alcohol is normalized or promoted, or it's just a way of life culturally. I mean, if the family drinks wine with dinner, sometimes the father might come home and have a few beers. The mother drinks wine. Children don't do what we ask them to do. They do what we do, and if they're used to that environment and it's supported through culture and through trial and error, and that's become their life as a child, high probability that they're going to have an issue themselves later in life. So on that note, unfortunately, the people who are the most susceptible to becoming alcoholics are people who have a family member who is also an alcoholic. A mother, a father, a grandparent, a sibling. There's a high probability that that's going to be passed on. The highest probability is from parent to child. Now, on that note, culturally, there are two cultures that really stand out in the amount they drink and the probability of becoming alcoholic. The highest, of course, is the Native American population of North America. They have the highest probability of suffering from alcohol use disorder culturally. The lowest is the Asian population, which is not terribly surprising. Again, there's a lot of cultural factors in promoting alcoholism, alcohol use, or not. And again, on that note, if you need help with your alcohol use disorder, or you have a family member, click on the link in my link tree in my bio. Schedule a breakthrough call with me. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've helped their family. You need to bring it all together. And again, please like, share, and comment. And we also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. Become a very good support group. We talk about alcoholic issues in the family and a whole lot more. And again, thanks for listening.